We're talking about my comedy special, Paul Zerdin Hands Free, which is now available on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Basically, it consists of Sam, Albert, Baby, main characters, and the Urban Fox, and Roger, the Bodyguard. The opening sequence is with Sam, basically taking the piss out of me, and as usual, and me accusing Sam of ruining my American career.
You single-handedly finished my American career by upsetting everybody.
That weird couple, Brad and Angela.
Angelina Jolie.
Jolly? They were bloody miserable.
This was a funny routine to do, particularly comparing the difference between America and the UK.
This is where you belong, in dear old Blighty.
But in America, I had the champagne and caviar lifestyle.
No, you want to be here with half a lager and some twiglets.
We were on the road for probably about 4 months, working in the material, and basically until it worked. And so what you're seeing now is the last 2 years, basically, writing and then taking it on the road and making it work. The Urban Fox features in the Paul Zerdin Hands Free comedy special, now available on my YouTube channel. He's taken quite a few years to work. He made his first appearance on my Paul Zerdin All Mouth tour, which you can also see on the YouTube channel. He has a very small section in the show because the character just took me such a long time to get right. And I had a lot of difficulty trying to do the urban type speak, that voice, with my mouth shut. My very good friend Matt Slack, who's a fantastic mimic and impressionist, he helped me learn how to do that kind of urban voice.
Why do you keep saying in it?
Well, that is self-explanatory.
Is it?
You said it again.
No, I'm just saying, is it self-explanatory?
It is.
So it is?
Yeah, Nan, is it means really in it, and in it is isn't it in it?
Is it?
Yeah, Nan, so that you know someone's heard what you were saying, you put in it.
The Urban Fox has a much bigger part in the comedy special, Hands Free. That's because I feel like his character has evolved and it's become something now. And in the early days, it wasn't quite right. And so it's taken a long time to get him right. But he's a fun character to do now. And in the next show, the new tour, the next special, there's an interesting twist to his character. I'm not going to say any more, but it's a really silly idea, which I think will work well.
I was the commander of the special unit, Team War Against Terror. I was a TWAT.
Roger, my bodyguard, is a character that I love, and I love the fact that it's a deep voice, it's a different voice from all my other characters, and from my own voice, and it's actually quite difficult to do, but I've kind of got used to doing it now, but it does give me a sore throat when I haven't done it for a bit. I love the fact that Roger is paranoid and is constantly questioning the audience and thinks there's someone out there to get us.
There is something about this guy here.
Look, seriously, you are going to have to leave this man alone. What are you going to do?
I'm going to get him to talk.
He is a fun character to do. He's slightly based on a cross between Leslie Nielsen's Frank Drebin from Police Squad and Naked Gun and Tim Allen's Buzz Lightyear.
Good God, it's dark. You still there?
I'm here, Albert, yes. Okay, what do we do now?
I want you to go into the audience and get someone to take a card.
I'm going to go in and get someone to select a card from the audience.
That's right. What are you going to do? I'll stay here.
Albert, of course, has a massive part in the show because he's one of my favourite characters, and he's got a bigger part in the comedy special, Hands Free. Albert is a character I feel like I can do anything with, and he can talk about whether it's his dead friend, Wally, or he can do magic.
Albert, you're doing the trick.
Me? I don't know the slightest thing about magic.
He thinks he can do magic. Turns out he can't. Albert is just one of my favourite characters because he is so ridiculous, so silly, and you can just talk complete and utter bollocks with him.
Quite interesting, actually. You know, during the war, Albert was involved in the Normandy landings.
Yeah, we were there on E-Day.
D-Day.
We were a bit late.
So he is a really fun character to do, and the sky's the limit with Albert.
I'd like you to tell me how special I am.
You know, darling, tonight when I get home, I'm going to rip your knickers off.
Why is that?
They're bloody killing me.
human dummies are in the show. I didn't put them into the tour originally because I felt like I'd done enough, and every ventriloquist is doing a version of the human dummy, and I've done it for quite a long time, and I felt it was time to give it a rest. And as the tour went on, more and more people kept on coming up to me after the show saying, why don't you do the human dummies?
A ring of roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, COVID. No.
The baby is getting naughtier and naughtier in the show. He's being led astray by Sam. He looks up to Sam as his older brother, and that can only mean bad things happen. We look into the swearing issue. There's more swearing in the show with the baby. It's a baby saying naughty words he shouldn't say, and that in my mind has always been funny. So we push that a bit in this show.
All right, okay, first of all, where did you hear this new word?
Sam taught me.
Oh, Sam taught you. Okay, well, hang on a minute. What does it begin with, just in case it's a naughty word? No, absolutely not, no.
The most difficult routine I have ever had to learn and perform is the ending. It's the crossword routine. It's a reworking of the Abbott and Costello's Who's on First baseball routine, which is one of my favorite comedy routines ever. And so my friend Ian Sainsbury wrote this routine. I said to him, I want to do a version of this. I did do a version of it in pantomime in Aladdin like years and years ago, and I just wanted to have a version in my show.
But I'm trying to finish this sodding crossword.
You know, I'm usually pretty good at those. What are you stuck on?
Last 3 clues. First one, 4 letters, Scottish inventor and mechanical engineer. James,
Oh, what? He's the guy the name wattage after for electricity. What?
I said Scottish inventor, 4 letters. What?
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 So you've got Albert, who's radio controlled on his mobility scooter. You've got Sam, which is a hand puppet, so I'm operating, and then the baby in his high chair. And I'm operating the baby and with a mini controller in my hand, and Sam, and my tour manager, Chris Hewitt, is operating Albert's scooter and Albert. He's lip syncing to whatever I say. And that routine, we did that so many times on tour, and for weeks and weeks and weeks. And eventually I felt like I'd kind of got it, and it was never quite the same. No routine was ever the same twice.
Look, why don't you move on to another clue?
I think I will. Right. Name the famous time-traveling doctor. Who? Well, that's what I want to know. Who?
Who?
Who? Yes, who? Well, that's the answer. What is? No, that's the answer to the first question.
That was a fun routine to do in the end, but it was absolutely torturous to learn. It took me about a month to learn, and it was hell. But once I got it, there was like a big relief. And I've got a new routine which I'm in the process of writing and working on for the next tour, which will be the next special. And so I'm just making my life really difficult.
What is the first answer? Yes, what?
Who? Second answer.
Sorry?
And that's the last answer. Now let's get the hell out of here. Thank you so much. Good night.
I hope you enjoy my comedy special, Hands Free. It's taken a lot of work to put it together and to film it, but it's now available on my YouTube channel for free. All you got to do is sit through a few adverts, but I really hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Oh, nurse. Good night.